The guy who tackled Dave Chappelle at his show got sentenced to 270 days in jail.
Yeah, because they said because it wasn't a weapon, right?
Yeah, he had a weapon on him.
But something was fake about it.
It was like a fake. It was like a knife, something.
Right.
And
Yeah, he only probably did 3 days.
Oh, you think?
270 days, they kick you right out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to make you do that.
Nah, hell no. Jail's overcrowded.
I mean, the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing happened, which led to this because the guy even tweeted about how, Dave, you're next.
Right.
And he actually did it.
Right.
Did that set up any sort of tone at comedy shows, extra security, people being more bold?
I think it happens to some people.
Not you. You might get hit with a 2-piece. Yeah. Running up on TK.
Yeah, the only way you can beat me if you jump me. That's the only way. It got to be 2 or 3 people, or you sneak up behind me. Head up. I'm not saying I'm going to win, but you're going to be in for the fight of your motherfucking life. And I'm in my 60s. I guarantee you be in the fight of your life.
I had John Salley on here recently. And I brought up the story that he told me about how he was there with you when you stole Charlie Murphy's watch.
Right.
And I said, well, TK has a different version of the same story. Would you mind if I got him on the phone right now?
I love that.
So I handed the phone.
Yeah.
The clip will definitely be out by now. I don't think it's out at this very moment. But actually, 2 of you debated that story on camera.
Yes.
And you brought up points that he did not remember, and he said that he may have made a mistake and so forth.
When me and you started hanging out, me Faison was coming over to the mansion. This is in the late 80s.
Right.
This situation had already happened already.
Right.
This was done already. This before you was in my life.
And you got to tell people I did change your life for the better. But anyway, so in 19...
You never changed my life for the better. You a big brother. Well, you're the younger brother because I'm older than you.
I didn't know you were so old.
Your family treated me well. Everybody. Man, we had a great time. But no, I didn't know you then at that time.
Right. So I thought it was in 89, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get Ronnie Rosenbaum. I thought in 89 when we were hanging, then that's when it happened. Then I stand corrected. But I thought it was in 89 that they were talking about.
Yeah, this happened in 82, 83 when Eddie Murphy was doing Beverly Hills Cop 1. We was all on the set. So I didn't know you then.
After that on-air conversation, thank you so much for having, because you didn't have to do that.
Right.
You didn't have to skip
my man.
it. Yeah. It was like, hey, you want to talk on camera?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's do it. From your point of view, after you guys had that conversation on our cameras, do you feel like both of you guys are on the same page now?
Yeah, he finally found out the truth. I think he thought he was older than me. So he didn't know I was famous before he became a basketball star because I'm 4 or 5 years older than John. Yeah. But that's not what's fly about this conversation. What's fly about this conversation, let me praise you. See, when someone says something and you put the other person on the spot and say, yo, here's the phone, tell you one of the only motherfuckers in the world that ever did this, and he'll tell you, Warren Sapp. Tell you about Warren Sapp.
All right, I didn't know you guys know each other.
Me and Warren go back to when he played in Miami.
Yeah.
And he used to come see me perform at this club called Studio 183. And he'll tell the world, ain't nobody more popular than T to the motherfucking K coming up through the 90s. Fast forward. We're at the Super Bowl in Miami. Forgot this gentleman's name. He led me to believe he was an NFL player. We talking on the phone, Vlad. The guy's telling me he's going to practice. TK, we win the Super Bowl, the playoff. We go to the Super Bowl. I'm going to get you tickets to the show. To the game. I get there that same day. Nobody's answering his phone. Warren is coming to my show. I got Warren Sapp, believe it or not, going on stage to do jokes at my show because he had one of them moments that he wanted to do stand-up.
Okay.
We're in the dressing room like this. I said, Warren, there's a guy who said he was going to give me tickets to the game. And I think, he said, what's his name, TK? Forgot the brother's name, because when something negative happens, I block it out. I told Warren the guy's name. Warren called the motherfucker. Said, yo, fam, listen, you promised my boy, he right here, TK Kirkland. He said, you promised some tickets to the game, and I want to know how you going to handle this. Gave me the phone, just like how you, that's exactly the same thing. Solid. When I got on the phone, Warren gave me that phone, do you know it's the raw motherfucker? A motherfucker had catfish, whatever that, what's that word?
Catfish.
Catfish me?
Yeah.
Catfished me. A football player. A fake motherfucker. Acting like he was a football player. And all this time had me believing he was a player. But Warren didn't know that. Warren was standing on what I told him. Yeah. And Warren called the guy that this guy was impersonating and handled the situation. And I found out that day it was two different motherfuckers.
Did you get some tickets?
Listen to me. I went down there. I bought I had an Airbnb in Coconut Grove. You know how to fly Coconut Grove is.
Yeah.
Badass house. Had the Porsche. I was so fucking disappointed, man. I never went out. Stayed in the room, watched the game. I was pissed that I got catfish like that. What I'm saying to the world, it can happen to you, yo. So always dot your I's, cross your T's, ask a lot of questions, because you can get got.